Hello, welcome to Appliance Master Live. I'm Bill, and today I'm here, have the pleasure to be with Kari in this kitchen.
Yep, and we're going to be specifically talking about the self-cleaning function of freestanding and built-in stoves.
This happens to be a fairly standard model General Electric, freestanding range, 30-inch, and do you have any questions?
So, I mean, the first thing I would think to ask would be, when should you clean the oven or use the self-cleaning function?
Well, that depends on usage. If you are bake a lot, entertain a lot, use it a lot, you're going to have to clean it more often. And you could clean it every month if you wish. If it just takes, to remember when you're cleaning it, it's going to take a few hours to go through the process. The oven door will lock, and it won't unlock until it has cooled down enough.
Mm-hmm. And then what's the average temperature that the oven reaches when it's in the self-cleaning function?
Well, different models vary, but they go from near 800 degrees, 900 degrees, but it's that neighborhood depending on models. That's why it's important to remove any pots, pans, trays, anything you have inside.
And then I know a lot of ovens have this little tiny drawer on the bottom. Is it necessary to remove any kind of pans and any cookware from there?
No, these are designed so that anything in the bottom drawer, let's see, you got in there. Yeah, that's fine to keep in there. Or if you're going to cook on the top during the clean cycle, that's fine as well. So it should be no problem.
So you should be able to use the stovetop while the oven is
cleaning,
running through the cleaning cycle.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's good information. And then as far as the glass goes,
let me open the door. Watch your lady.
yes.
If this glass on the interior should clean with the self-clean, you may get residue. It'll leave dust, or that you'll have to wipe up later. But generally, the spills and these things should clean okay. And this oven interior has a special designed surface so that when it reaches those high temperatures, it'll repel the buildups, spills and such. And that's what it's designed to do. That's also why you should never use commercial or the standard oven cleaners on that surface. It'll abrade it and break it down, and then make it harder to clean, harder to self-clean in the future.
And then as far as the venting goes, because I know you had previously, when we were discussing this, there's venting here, but sometimes they have venting up top. Do you need to do anything special to protect it?
Now, oven doors are vented because of, the heat transfer and heat and cooling. They don't want the inside's going to be hot. They want the outside to be cooler to the touch. So you have to get airflow in there to cool off the door. Sometimes this has a vent here on the sides and on the side over there. Sometimes there's vents across the top, and what happens is some spillovers on certain models. The spillover will go inside the door and then get in between the glass. Now, to clean that, you have to take the door apart. So that's why this model is good. So that doesn't, unless you have a spill, and even if it spills over here, that's away from the glass, and you probably won't see it.
That's a very common request that we have from a lot of our customers, is to take the door apart, clean the glass out for them, and put it back together.
Shouldn't be a problem with this model. Lastly, before we do a self-clean cycle, racks. Like this oven is a few years old, and these racks are, it looks like it's been cleaned already, because when this is new, it'll be bright and shiny, but after you clean it, the racks are going to get duller. So if you like them to stay clean and shiny, and you want to clean them in your sink or somewhere, that's an option. But if you don't care about that, which I wouldn't, honestly, you can leave them in there for the cleaning cycle. And I don't know if you guys can see this, but there's nothing in there. People store all kinds of things in the oven. Make sure it's empty. We're going to close the door, and you want to start a clean cycle?
Start the clean cycle. Okay. Self-clean, start, and then there's a little latch here to lock the door.
Yep.
And it'll probably, reach about 1,000 degrees?
Well, probably not that hot, but it's going to get hot. And then it'll take care of itself. The programming will start. It'll raise the temperature. When it's when it's at a certain point, it'll lock. You won't be able to unlatch it until it's cooled, and then you're still going to have to go in with a damp cloth and clean out the debris that comes off from the cleaning. So it's kind of a misnomer. It's not entirely self-cleaning. You still have to do a little bit yourself.
Gonna get most of the crud off though.
Let's hope. So, but anyway, thanks for tuning in. We hope this was helpful for you.
Yeah.
And we look forward to seeing you again next week when who knows what we'll be doing, but we'll be having fun for sure.
Yes,
anyway.
of course.
Now, we forgot to say, appliancemaster.com.
Oh, yeah. If you have any questions as far as self-cleaning ovens, any functions with your oven, feel free to reach out to us on the phone, 800-752-7123, or give us a call, or visit our website, appliancemaster.com.